Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the pilot script for one of the biggest sitcoms of all time, The Big Bang Theory. We're going to see how the writers managed to build an entire universe with characters and conflicts that lasted for 12 seasons, all in just the very first episode.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. The show immediately tells you exactly what it's about with this line from Sheldon in the opening scene. It's not just a clever joke, it's basically the show's mission statement. It tells us that in this world, being a genius is like being a freak of nature, a mutation, which perfectly sets the stage for all the social struggles our characters are going to face.
So, what the writers are doing here is using a classic TV trick, the cold open, to just drop us right into the middle of this hyper-intelligent but totally socially awkward world. There's no easing into it. You are immediately immersed in their very strange and very, very funny reality.
So here's how we're going to break this down. We're going to follow the script beat by beat through 5 key moments that perfectly set up everything that's to come. You'll see how each one of these builds on the last to create this rock-solid foundation for a sitcom that would go on for over a decade.
Okay, first up, the introduction. The writers drop us into a high IQ sperm bank. I mean, think about it. It's an incredibly smart choice. It's totally unexpected, and in one single scene, it tells us our main characters are geniuses, they're broke, and they are completely out of sync with the normal world.
And right away, in that same scene, we get the show's core dynamic. You've got Leonard, he's our hero, he's our way into this weird world. He wants something pretty simple, to connect with people. But then you have Sheldon, who's driven by this rigid, unbreakable logic, and he immediately becomes the obstacle. This simple hero versus obstacle setup is the engine that's going to drive the whole show.
And this line? It's just perfect, Sheldon. His moral code is so strict that he literally asks for his sperm back. It's not only a hilarious moment, but it also brilliantly shows the conflict between his worldview and Leonard's more practical, down-to-earth one.
All right, so with that world established, we get to the moment that changes everything. Their little sperm bank mission is a bust, and when they get home, our hero's world, their very ordered, predictable little world, is completely turned upside down by the arrival of a new neighbor.
So, see? Penny isn't just the new girl next door. She is a force of nature. She's this explosion of chaos and color and emotion that crashes right into their black and white logical lives. She's everything they're missing, and she becomes the catalyst for the entire story.
And this, right here, is Leonard's classic call to adventure. He sees this damsel in distress, and he decides they have to invite her over for lunch. It's a huge step, forcing both of them way, way out of their comfort zone and into the great social unknown.
This is where you can just see the genius of the writing. Leonard tries to do a simple, normal social thing, but his brain filters it through this hyper-analytical process. So instead of just saying, hey, want to grab lunch, he has to break down the entire logical sequence for her, right down to the digestive properties of their takeout.
And you know, once Penny actually makes it inside their apartment, the conflict just ramps up. Even something as simple as where to sit on the couch becomes this huge battle of wills. Sheldon's whole monologue about his spot isn't just a funny character quirk. It's a super clever way of showing us, not just telling us, that he is completely incapable of bending to social rules.
So Penny, trying to find some common ground, throws out something totally normal from her world. Astrology. It's a perfectly standard thing to say to a stranger, but inside Leonard and Sheldon's apartment, it's like she's speaking a completely different language.
And boom, that right there, that's the entire show in a single exchange. It's the messy, emotional, human world crashing head-on into pure, cold, unfiltered logic. That's the conflict, and that's the comedy that the show mined for years.
And just when you think things can't possibly get any more awkward, they do. The social dysfunction gets turned up to 11 with the arrival of Wolowitz and Koothrappali. And just like that, our core group is complete, with each guy bringing his own very specific, very hilarious brand of social awkwardness to the mix.
So, Leonard's journey as our hero has to continue, and what's a hero without a quest? He decides he needs to help the damsel in distress. He's going to go retrieve her stuff from her giant menacing ex-boyfriend, which shows us that his desire to connect is actually stronger than his fear of, well, getting pulverized.
And well, let's just say the mission does not go according to plan. This is kind of the ordeal part of the hero's journey, where our heroes get completely and utterly defeated. I mean, they don't just fail to get her stuff back, They literally lose their own pants in the process.
But what's so brilliant here is that even in total defeat, the script uses the moment for some amazing character building. This punchline from Sheldon tells you so much about his life and his complete acceptance of his own strangeness. You just know this is not his first rodeo.
So you're probably thinking, how do they bounce back from that? The quest was a total, spectacular failure. But, and this is the important part, it leads to an unexpected reward.
And here's the key takeaway. Leonard's reward isn't winning. It's not getting the TV back. It's the connection he was looking for all along. By trying and feeling so spectacularly, he actually achieved his real goal. This moment solidifies their new, weird friendship and locks in the show's central group dynamic. So even after being completely humiliated, Leonard isn't defeated. He comes back to his apartment with this renewed sense of purpose. His final line of the episode sets up his romantic pursuit of Penny as a main driver for the whole series, giving him a clear goal to keep striving for. So, when you boil it all down, the pilot just works. It's built on this really solid formula. You get crystal clear character dynamics, a hero and his obstacle, you get that central worlds collide conflict, you get a totally unique comedic voice based on science, and at the heart of it all is just a simple, relatable quest for connection.
And it really makes you think, right? This pilot seems to be saying that the journey, even if it ends with you getting your pants stolen, is way more interesting and rewarding than just a simple victory. It leaves us wondering if the stories that really stick with us aren't about winning at all, but about having the guts to keep trying.